politician in Nigeria is to acquire a deadened conscience. This perhaps best describes the situation with former Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Honorable Martin Amehule, and 26 other former members. These men, after making an open show of their resignation from the People's Democratic Party on the floor of the State Assembly on December 11, 2023, and declared for the All Progressives Congress, are now brazenly denying their decampment. These 27 insist that they be reinstated into the PDP as bona fide members of the Rivers State Assembly. This denial is at the heart of numerous legal actions presently in court and calls to question the integrity and character of these lawmakers. The question now is, how can a group that publicly, legally and constitutionally defected to the APC turn around and deny their action?
Distinguished colleagues, another letter, this time written by my humble self, and I read it to the House, I've addressed it to the House. It's titled Defection to the All Progressives Congress, APC. I write to bring to the attention of this August Assembly my decision to leave the People's Democratic Party, PDP. This decision to leave the PDP is necessitated by the division in the People's Democratic Party, of which I was elected to this House. The situation has made it imperative that I defect to the All Progressives Congress. Therefore, kindly make this document available for the information of the House and implement of the provisions of the 1999 Constitution as altered. Sincerely, Right Honorable Martin Chico, the DSSR Speaker, Obia Port Constituency 1.
Dateline: Monday, December 11, 2023. 27 members of the Rivers State House of Assembly, elected under the platform of the People's Democratic Party, publicly announced their resignation from the party. This announcement was made on the floor of the Assembly, with the then Speaker, Martin Amehule, presiding. The Assembly members, including the former Speaker, Amehule, few minutes after, celebrated their resignation with a group photograph, waving gleefully the flags of their new party, the APC.
Distinguished colleagues, the reason for the defection by the 27 members of this House are purely in line with the provisions of the 1999 Constitution as altered, specifically Section 109. And the House has already before this time deliberated on all the issues in the PDP, and we feel there is sufficient division, and for that reason, members have the choice to move to the All Progressives Congress as already indicated in these letters. Distinguished colleagues, I congratulate all the members for the decision, and what is important is the people that have elected us.
Political watchers of the situation in Rivers State have expressed utter amazement that Amehule and his co-travelers could ever deny their defection to APC. In fact, the protection of their new status as APC members was one of the points raised in the peace brokered between Wike and Fubara by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Paragraph 3 of the agreement reads, "The leadership of the Rivers State House of Assembly, as led by Right Honorable Martin Amehule, shall be recognized alongside the 27 members who resigned from the PDP." The instructive words in that paragraph states, "the 27 members who resigned from the PDP." It would only take men without dignity and honor to misunderstand these words of the letters of that agreement to make an open denial of this fact.
It is no news that yesterday, in public glare, 27 Rivers State House of Assembly members who were elected under the PDP platform cross-carpeted to the All Progressives Congress, citing irreconcilable crisis in the PDP, a move supported by Section 109(1) sub G of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is equally no news that the defectors were handsomely received by the APC Rivers.
On December 12, 2023, just 24 hours after the lawmakers' defection, Chairman of the APC in Rivers State, Tony Okocha, at a press briefing in Port Harcourt, openly welcomed the action of Martin Amehule and 26 others.
The 27 other Assembly members are now our members who had received them yesterday. I'm not addressing you as Tony Okocha. I'm addressing you as the chairman of APC today. And that it is my responsibility to defend my members, especially now that I'm prided in the fact that I have overwhelming majority in the Rivers State House of Assembly. So it is within my purview, it is within the confines of my authority to give them protection and backing.
The defection by Martin Amehule and 26 others was further cemented with an affidavit deposed to by Martin Chike Amehule on December 13, 2023 in suit number FHC/ABJ/CS/1681/2023. Martin Chike Amehule and 26 others versus INEC and 5 others, deposed as follows. That faced with the state of uncertainty and confusion in the second defendant, People's Democratic Party, caused by division in the political party, the plaintiffs were forced by the state of affairs within the second defendant to defect and join the All Progressives Congress. By Wednesday, December 13, 2023, Honorable Edison Ehie, sitting as Speaker of the Rivers Assembly, via an Act of Parliament, declared the seats of the defected members vacant. Right Honorable Ehie called on the Independent National Electoral Commission to conduct a by-election to fill their vacant legislative seats. It is crucial to note that this decision has not been challenged and set aside by any court of law.
We are aware that there is no division or crisis in our great party, the People's Democratic Party, and therefore the provision of Section 109, Sub 1, Paragraph G of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended attracts a vacation of the seats of these rebel members of the House. Distinguished colleagues, you are aware that from the national leadership of the People's Democratic Party, there is no crisis, there is no division, as we have only one national chairman, one national working committee, one national executive committee, one board of trustees. Consequently, distinguished colleagues, the House, having deliberated formally on the motion before it in line with our standing order and the Constitution of 1999 of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, I hereby declare the seats of affected members of the Rivers House of Assembly vacant. Distinguished colleagues, the House will duly inform the Independent National Electoral Commission of the vacancies in the Rivers House of Assembly and the need to conduct fresh elections to fill the above vacancies within the time frame provided by law.
Right Honorable Ehie hinged the action of the Parliament on the provisions of Section 109, subsection 1G of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This was the situation until May 8, 2024, when Victor Okocha, the member representing Boni constituency, emerged as the Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly following the resignation of Edison Ehie, who left to take up the role of Chief of Staff, Government House, Port Harcourt.
I welcome you to today's sitting, the 182nd legislative sitting day. Today, the Wednesday, the 8th day of May 2024. I want to thank you, distinguished honorable members, for electing me as the new Speaker, pursuant to the resignation of Right Honorable Edison Ehie, DSSRS, PhD. Furthermore, this House will want to most respectfully urge and call on His Excellency, the Governor of Rivers State, Sir Siminalayi Fubara, Grand Service Star of Rivers State, to desist forthwith from further dealings with the 25 lawmakers in whatever guise.
Addressing an APC rally organized to welcome them into their new party, tagged Thanksgiving and Stakeholders Meeting in Port Harcourt, Amehule defended the defection of the 27 lawmakers, including himself, saying it was in line with the Constitution.
APC! On your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate, on your mandate, on your mandate we shall stand. Dear Rivers people, great people of this country, I want to salute all of you. I want to first, let me begin by introducing to you those that are standing with me here. We have 27 members of the Rivers State House of Assembly that are defected from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressive Congress, APC. 27 of us.
During the event, The APC National Chairman, Dr. Umar Ganduje, represented at the occasion by the party's national legal advisor, Professor Abdul Karim Kana, welcomed the 27 defected lawmakers to APC and said President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the National Working Committee of the party recognizes the 27 lawmakers as members of the APC.
His Excellency the President, His Excellency the National Chairman recognize the fact that the people are with the honorable members of the House of Assembly in this struggle. It is on the basis of that that we respect their decision, we respect their action, we expect their move to return to the party of the people.
The PDP was unrelenting in its call that the seats of the defectors be declared vacant in strict adherence with the Constitution. Debo Olugwagba, the National Publicity Secretary of the People's Democratic Party, further clarified his party's position that by defecting from the political party platform on which they were elected into the Rivers State House of Assembly, the seats of the respective 27 former lawmakers becomes vacant according to the provision of Section 109, subsection 1G of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. Dateline: January 7, 2024. The FCT Minister Nyesom Wike hit the ball on its head with an own goal when he hosted his friends and associates in a special New Year banquet at his home in Port Harcourt. He publicly acknowledged the defection of Martins Amehule and 26 other former members.
What they did now was to steal my people. I was crying here when I saw all the assembly members came here. Then he introduced them that the Speaker of the House of Assembly, who's our party member, the members of the State of Assembly who are party members, I put my face down. These young men who came to preach here today, they are loyal to me. They didn't tell me. They didn't tell me they are moving. What they said, that if they have told me, I would have refused. So they said they had to do the needful.
The argument denying their decampment pales into insignificance on account of the probative effect of standing on the floor of the House to announce their defection and read openly their letters of defection. This cannot be wished away by a lame defense and technicalities of law.
It's in your paper. It's in your paper. It's in your paper. Look at it here. With the pictures. Look at it now. Is it not your paper, Vanguard? Front page.
It should also be noted carefully that the declaration of vacancy of their seats was followed up with a letter to the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, thus giving credence to the provisions of the Constitution on matter of defection and decampees.
No courts in Nigeria till today have decided on the legality or illegality of the decampment, that have given a final judgment on the issue of decampment. The implication of that is that the votes and proceedings of the Rivers State House of Assembly led by the then Speaker, Edison Ehi, as of December 13, 2023 or thereabouts, which declared the seat of the 27 lawmakers, is still very valid. I have not been nullified by any court. The implication of that is that former Speaker Amwefula and his group of 27 are still up to this moment not members of the Rivers State House of Assembly.
In 2014, the Supreme Court interpreted and applied Section 68, subsection 1G in Ifedayo Sunday Abegunde versus Ondo State House of Assembly. The court clarified the issue of division. The division must affect the entire structure of the political party at the center, that is to say, the national leadership. Going by the pronouncement of the Supreme Court, defections in the legislature are only allowed in limited situations, making it clear that the Constitution restricts defection. The proper provision applicable to the gale of defections in Rivers State is Section 109, subsection 1G, and it provides as follows. A member of the House of Assembly shall vacate his seat in the House if, being a person whose election to the House was sponsored by a political party, he becomes a member of another political party before the expiration of the period for which that House was elected, provided that his membership of the latter political party is not as a result of a division in the political party of which he was previously a member, or of a merger of two or more political parties or faction by one of which he was previously sponsored. The provision of Section 109, subsection 1G is in pari material to Section 68, subsection 1G. Section 109 was applied in 2022 by an Abuja Federal High Court, which sacked 16 Ebonyi State House of Assembly members for defecting. The same provision in Section 109, subsection 1G was also applied on 18 Cross River State House of Assembly members who defected from the PDP to the APC in 2023. Recently, an Abuja Federal High Court entertained an action on the same issue of Rivers defection. The court held that the 27 members remained bona fide Rivers State lawmakers because there was no written evidence of the defection. The court also voided the passage of the budget by the remaining 4 members of the House. The trial judge in his wisdom chose not to lean on the plethora of judicial precedents on similar matters.
This is the man that received these people. We saw them with our own eyes. I wear glasses, so I saw them with my glasses. And they were standing on a podium they had built. And they were all waving APC flag. And he welcomed them. Even the president, in the meeting, I wasn't there. But we heard that the president had referred to them. They were in the meeting, the 27 people. They were in the meeting as APC members. But now, he said he had received his children.
What evidence is better than the irretrievable fact that the defected lawmakers attended an APC rally at the Port Harcourt Polo Club, where they were officially acknowledged and welcomed into their new party?
Our assembly members that are defected to us, 27 of them, they are free to meet anywhere as far as the mace, which is the symbol of authority, is present. Not be so?
The defectors openly made speeches at the rally and joyfully affirmed their membership of the APC.
We defected inside the hallowed chamber of the Rivers State House of Assembly in line with Section 109 of the 1999 Constitution as altered. We made sure that we followed due process. We made sure that we did not do anything outside the provisions of the 1999 Constitution. The Constitution has given room for people to defect. That is why in Section 109, subsection 1G, it allows serving legislators who want to defect to do so with a proviso that there is a division in the party upon which they rode to the House of Assembly. There is clearly a division in the PDP. So in line with that section, we defected to the All Progressive Congress.
From all available facts, the 27 legislators of Rivers State House of Assembly, by their very own action, brought to an end their legislative duties. Martin Amehule and his co-travelers duly resigned from the PDP and joined the APC. Their attempt to deny this fact using the judiciary is yet another effort to bring to ridicule the integrity of the judiciary, which only upholds facts as facts and truth as truth.
The Supreme Court has made this point clear in the case of Abegune and Labour Party. You cannot, on your own, decide that there is a division in the party. And it doesn't mean a division in the local government or in a state. It has to be a division down the line at the national level. That is the position of the law. That the provisions of the Constitution are made to apply. If you depend, you cannot remain in the house. That is the law. It is very clear.
It is a joke taken too far for 3 persons to say that they are the legislature of the Rivers State.
The subject in contention, according to the revered legal luminary, OCJ Okocha, is whether or not the 27 members who decamped to the APC can still retain their seats. An adjunct to this is whether the remaining 4 members can continue their legislative duty in the House of Assembly. This is the quagmire that was attended to by the Supreme Court. In the case of Dapian Long versus Darie in 2007, it was a matter in which the Supreme Court was asked, by way of appeal, to decide whether the less than 2/3 majority of all members of the Plateau State House of Assembly could continue the legislative function of the House. Justice Walter Onogen, who read the lead judgment, held that there is no doubt that there existed in the Plateau State House of Assembly 14 vacant seats as a result of cross-carpeting. It is my view that until the vacancies created by the carpet-crossing members are filled by the process of by-election, the Plateau State House of Assembly can only transact such legislative duties that require the participation of less than 2/3 majority of all the members of that house, which duties definitely excludes impeachment proceedings. The language of his lordship in this judgment is explicit. In the instant case of the Rivers State House of Assembly, the remaining 4 members can continue with their legislative duties to the exclusion of impeachment proceedings. The implication is that the passage of the budget by the members is validated by this 2007 precedent, as it is not the position of the law that governance in any state should grind to a halt.
We are left with a 3-man House of Assembly. That is a fact. That is the situation. It's not their fault. Neither is it the fault of Rivers State. Rivers people elected people to represent all the constituencies in Rivers State. Out of that, 32 constituencies, I think, or thereabout. Out of that, 27 people on their own, in exercise of their freedom and fundamental rights under Chapter 4 of the Constitution, elected to vacate their seats. Section 109, subsection 1G of the Constitution that applies to their case did not say it is when this happens or when that happens. It did not even say their name must be found in the register of the political party they want to enter. The law is that you are sponsored to the House. The seat you sit on belongs to a political party. That's why at the declaration of result, the party is declared to have won. Once you leave that party, you have vacated your seat. Subsection 2 that talks of follow-up action did not say such persons must be present when the issue is being discussed. It said the speaker or a member should raise the issue, bring it to the attention of the House, and as soon as the House confirms, then the seats are declared vacant. The only thing left that is suffering Rivers people is the follow-up action, which ought to be the conduct of election to enable those constituencies to refill those spaces.
As it stands today, the image of the judiciary has taken a nosedive following unbecoming declarations and pronouncements perceived to be inconsistent with the provisions of the Constitution. The honors now rests on the Supreme Court of Nigeria, led by Justice Kudirat Kekereekun, to restore the integrity of the judiciary to give full vent to the provisions of Section 109, subsection 1G, which the court is bound to uphold.
This is a new dawn and a new era in the Nigerian judiciary. I want to assure my fellow Nigerian citizens that we are committed to working more diligently to improve public perception of the Nigerian judiciary. Over the years, various factors have contributed to the negative image of the judiciary. However, we are determined to change this narrative and make the judiciary a source of pride for all Nigerians.
It must be reiterated that where judges fail to follow precedent cases, it becomes impossible to predict what the law is. One more time, the judiciary is presented an opportunity to bring to an end political rascality and give meaning to the development of politics in Nigeria. Politicians must be reminded that they cannot eat their cakes and still have them. The court must tell Amehule and his co-defectors that they cannot escape their shadows. On the other hand, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, owes it a responsibility to the people of Rivers State to carry out its mandate as an institution saddled with conducting elections to do what the law requires of it. Organize fresh elections to fill the vacant positions. Otherwise, those vacant seats remain vacant.
Why did we choose APC far above other parties? There are so many parties in this country. We could have gone to any other party. But we have a reason why we chose APC. We have a reason. A lot of you may be surprised because over time we have remained in our party. I have not been in any other party. Most of us have not been in any other party other than the PDP. But we made this strong decision. And that decision stems from what the leader of this party in this country has started, which is the renewed hope agenda.
With this broom, which is the symbol of our party, that we shall sweep Rivers State. Yes. So that Rivers State shall be greater. And over this
"27 of us in the State House of Assembly never defected to any other party. We were elected under the platform of the People's Democratic Party,
and we never defected. We never took any step to defect to any other party. Some days ago,